everybody, just wanted to introduce to you the lovely Cathy, who is here to have a little chat with us about her experience of the NLP practitioner. Cathy, would you like to introduce yourself a bit better than I have, please?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm Cathy Brown. I am a photographer. I'm also a mum of 3, and I've been in business for 10 years.
Would you like to tell everybody a little bit about what you do?
I have a studio and I'm a studio photographer, and I've been doing it for, like I say, 10 years, and I work with women, so it doesn't matter which point of the life they're at. So I work from maternity to newborn, so when they're a new mum. I do families, makeovers and boudoirs, so always like normally big milestone reasons for why to have a shoot at that point. And I also work with personal branding and business women, so no matter what point of the life a woman's at, they come to see me when we have the shoot, and I work and market to and with women.
Sounds like you are a very busy bee. So what was going on for you before you found NLP? Like, what was your reason for signing up to do this, you know, getting these qualifications with Becky?
I'm a self-confessed workaholic. I'm a self-confessed learner. I enjoy the challenges and of what comes with learning a new skill. After 10 years of doing the same thing, I just wanted to expand my knowledge to be able to help just the general people that I come across day to day in my business, listening to people who have got issues, or I can identify when I hear that someone may be struggling, and I would like to be able to have the knowledge just to try and, you know, help them along the way a little bit. And I would give them my opinion, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's right. So I wanted to get some understanding of NLP so that I could potentially use skills or techniques or just help and give advice once I knew better the thought process that people go through.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking before, weren't we, about how we both just love learning, and like, why not? Like, that's okay, isn't it? And I think when you have that understanding of your model of the world, our model of the world seems quite similar from that point of view, but it helps us understand people who've got a very different model of their world, who might think it's a bit weird that we like to do all these qualifications. So for me, it's been really lovely to chat to you today. So what have you what would you say to somebody that might be sitting on the fence and doing this and thinking, oh, you don't need that, you don't need to do that? Because you and I have both done it for exactly that reason. We did it just because we wanted to. What would you say to somebody that's sort of maybe thinking, not sure whether to invest in themselves and invest in the program? What would your advice to them be?
You're never going to fail if it's investment on self-development. If there's anywhere that you should be spending money, then it should be on yourself and your self-knowledge, either to better yourself or to help others. And I think any investment is always money well spent when it's on yourself. And it doesn't matter, like, I didn't have no plans to use NLP. I wasn't going to suddenly burst onto the scene with a different career. I didn't do it for that. It was to make me have a better understanding and to be a better wife, partner and friend, because it's just a lovely skill to have in life. It doesn't have to be one that you gain so that you can, have a new business, have a new job, or if you're planning on doing that things, then that's great, because it's a great role and path. It's all planned out for you. It's a great path if you wanted to do it for them reasons. But if you don't want them reasons, then there's so much more understanding of others and yourself that I think going forward in your life, money can't buy that. So it's always going to be a good investment.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Sometimes it's just, you don't know what's going to come out of it. We don't know, you've shared a few of your plans with me that you might do, but if not, it's just been a really lovely experience to then walk away and go have a deeper understanding on some of these things I've been a bit curious about and not really known why. So is there anything else that you'd like to add about your experience of the self-study part or the accelerate?
I think it was, when you make that investment, obviously, if you're not used to investing into yourself or into your business, then it could be quite daunting. And I think there's other things that, especially if you're in business, you may have invested in before and sort of been left a bit high and dry. I never felt like that. I always had access to the platform. The help was always there. The content is there. Everything you need is there. It's simple. It's user friendly. You're never going to be in a situation where you're thinking, what do I do next? Well, where do I go next? There's weekly lives that you can jump on. You get familiar with the people who are on the course at the same time as you, so you get friendly with faces. And there's plenty of people now I'm friends with through actually doing the course, because we're like-minded people. And you're at no point ever out there on your own thinking, oh, that were a waste of money. You'd never get to that point, because you're kind of guided, but it goes at the speed you want to. So if you like, for me, when I was really busy in November and December, there was no one hounding me going, where are you? It was there if I wanted it, but I was okay to just sort of step out, do what I needed to do, and then step back in January. It's not a problem. So it's a really chunky course. There's so much content. I'm not someone who's got time to read, but I would just play all the audios, all the YouTubes. I would carry on working while I was listening. And for me, that helped me work through stuff, because I wasn't being taken away from my job. I could still do my job and still do this at the same time. So yeah, it replaced Netflix for a good few months.
Yeah, it was the same. Got me through lockdown, because I thought, I can't just sit and watch telly through all of this. I need to have something else. I totally agree with you there. And I think if anybody's watching this and thinking, haven't got time to read, or I love the fact that Becky hits all those learning styles, that it's up there visually. You've got the books. If you want to read the books, you can listen to things, you can demo things, you can join the live calls, you can not join the live calls. It really does kind of like, it doesn't, there's no wriggle room for not doing any of it, but it gives you the opportunity to do it in the way that you want to do it, in the way that you learn best, doesn't it, really? So yeah. Thank you very much, Cathy. Thank you for your feedback, and hopefully some people are going to find this testimonial really useful.
Thank you.
Thank you.